Welcome to Artist Spotlight. My guest today is Moschburg. Welcome, Mosch.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here with you.
You have some very colorful paintings here in the Orange County Administration Center. You're not afraid of color?
No, not at all. I'm described as a colorful person, that everything I do is very eccentric, is very bold, and very brash.
What makes it eccentric?
What makes it eccentric is that I don't usually paint the usual. I always try to strive to paint something unique, something no one's ever seen before, something completely out of the imagination.
Partly based on reality, but exploded.
Exactly, yeah.
Got it. Well, tell us about how you got into being a painter.
It started with canvases. I always did it as a hobby. I would just go home, paint in the middle of the night, do every little stroke, and I just painted and painted and painted. Nothing could separate me from my easel, and that's where it began, was just making these type of crafts in the middle of the night, honestly.
Did somebody give you an easel to start with, or a canvas?
That did happen. An ex-girlfriend of mine actually had everything. She had a canvas, she had paint, she had basic paint brushes, and one night I'm drawing with color pencils that keep breaking. I have no pencil sharpener. She's like, why don't you try this? And then she gave me the canvas and all the paint and everything, and then I tried it, and that canvas is actually here, and I've never stopped since.
Were you a drawer from when you were a tiny kid?
Oh yes, I've always drawn. I've always been kind of a sketcher. I was the doodler in class. I was always drawing on my desk, always getting in trouble for drawing.
A typical artist.
Yup.
You've got a lot of works here, so you must be fairly proficient, prolific. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like I said, I'm never separated from my easel. If I have any free moment, I'm always drafting or creating the next thing that I can do.
And what would you like people to get from your work?
From my work, I'm always trying to invoke an emotion. As long as they feel something from my work, whether they feel like, oh, this makes me happy, or confusion, or as long as they feel something when they look at my art, I believe that I've done something successful.
Now you have one painting here that's a pretty standard dog portrait. Maybe there's something unusual in its eye, but that's a pretty, for you, very normal kind of thing. I mean, not normal for you, but normal for normal people.
Oh, definitely. So the story behind that painting is that I actually own 2 Dalmatians. And my Dalmatians are my pride. I love them. They inspire me. I believe that they're living works of art. And so whenever I try to capture them, I try to capture them in the most honest way, in the most straightforward view that I see their colorful background, and that they're more than their monochromatic design. But I wanted to capture it in a very usual way so that people can understand how I view them.
I recall another painting in this exhibition has kind of architecture like a street and buildings, but much more than that. So you take your inspiration, there's some with fruit in them, some other portraiture. You just get your inspiration all over the place?
Yes, so growing up, I have a background I moved around to a lot of different countries, always followed my father around. So I've been to a lot of different continents, a lot of different cultures, and being exposed to all of that, I'm always trying to intertwine the different architectures, the different cultures, the different foods, and everything that I've seen in my life. I'm trying to recreate into the image, and it comes out as basically these dramatic splurges of almost like a melting pot of cultures.
Other than coming to the Orange County Administration Center and seeing your work in our community gallery, where can people find your work?
I also do murals. I do a lot of murals around town. I do them all over Florida. I painted the theme park Desertland here in Orlando. I've also done a few restaurants. If they want to check out a place called Queso Loco, I've done the murals in there. And I've also done a few projects in Wynwood. And so pretty much a lot of different places in Florida you can come find my work.
And if they wanted to buy a piece of your work?
To buy a piece of my work, you would have to visit my website, www.moschburg.com. And on there I have all my current pieces, mostly canvases that are for sale. And then I do also offer prints that are hand-signed.
Well, Mosch, thank you for being here. And we thank you for watching this segment of Artist Spotlight. I hope you'll join us again.